Man, this is pretty sad, but UVA was shot up once again, and I don't really know if this story is going to be even in the news cycle by the time that this video gets released. It's only a couple of days afterwards. This happened Sunday night, but some of the demographics of, like the shooter and stuff, unless I can spin some sort of an incel narrative, it doesn't really give it staying power. But unfortunately, some of the victims were stars of the football team, so this one might make it through the news cycle until and at least through Saturday for like the next UVA game. I don't say this triumphantly, but we've been around long enough to see, whenever there's a school shooting or anything like that, okay, if it's not, somebody who's whiter than the underside of my arms, doesn't pull the trigger, there's immediate blip, and then it's like, oh shit, just put it away right now, guns are bad and all that stuff, right guys? To me, this always begs the question, okay, this is a university and all, okay, everybody's above age theoretically, right? There's obviously, and there is the potentiality of some of those extremely gifted kids that are underage, but why aren't there armed guards all the places? And again, I would argue that should be at every place, every learning institution that's out there, but that's just me, the crazy Canadian who thinks that, guns don't kill people, people kill people, but whatever, regardless. Okay, let's get into the tragedy. Yeah, no, it still kind of sucks, though, at the end of the day, but hey, man, I need to give it its flowers because mass media isn't going to. 3 University of Virginia football stars are shot dead by an ex-player who opened fire on their bus as they returned from the class field trip. Suspect is taken into custody after a 13-hour manhunt, and I didn't hear word one about this. 3 University of Virginia football players were shot dead last night by a former player who opened fire on a field trip bus, killing 3 and injuring 2. So 5 victims in total. Therefore, it's a mass shooting event. I think it's either over 3 or 4 people injured. So semantics. Christopher Darnell Jones Jr, 22, shot into the bus at around 10:15 p.m. last night, Sunday night, killing 3 people and injuring 2 more. It remains unclear if he was among the passengers on the bus or if it was waiting for them to return to Virginia. The students had all been in Washington, D.C., attending a play as part of a field trip. Sounds terrible. Deshaun Perry, a linebacker of the school's team, who had played on behalf of the school the previous day, was killed, as was wide receiver Lavel Davis Jr. and Devin Chandler. Dontavian Wicks and Mike Hollins were injured but survived. Thankfully, that's the case. Jones was taken into custody on Monday morning, some 12 hours after the crime. College officials have since revealed that he was reported to the Office of Student Affairs in September by someone who became concerned when he told them he owned a gun. It's unclear if he made any threats. He was also involved in a hazing investigation. Oh, great, wonderful, fantastic. Depends on which side of the hazing investigation it's going to be on, and maybe it'll just be we need to stop bullying, mean words, and all that stuff. University of Virginia's main campus was in lockdown on Monday morning while law enforcement conducted a complete search. All right, 13-hour manhunt. Okay, that would make a little bit more sense. It was lifted shortly before Jones was arrested. The University of Virginia's President James E. Ryan confirmed the casualties in a message to the community at around 4 a.m., saying he was heartbroken to report that 3 people had been killed in the shooting. It is not yet known where Jones was taken into custody or what the motive for the attack was. Just a crazy incel shooter, and he was bullied and he lashed out because toxic masculinity and all that stuff. He used to listen to Andrew Tate videos. I'm sure waiting for all the crazy narratives to pop out on this one. Or maybe it was like, this is black on black crime, you just shut it down, can't talk about this, shut it. The UVA emergency account later tweeted that multiple police departments were actively searching for the suspect, including a Virginia State Police helicopter. Fucking helicopter? Jesus. Could have saved all that stuff by having, armed security for the football team. Follow-up message reiterated the suspect was armed and dangerous. Yeah, we kind of figured that, the fact that he killed 3 people and wounded 2 others. As of the writing, I'm heartbroken to report that the shooting resulted in 3 fatalities. 2 additional victims were injured and are receiving medical care. President Ryan's message added. Yes, all very sad. Catch me in the city. Davis Jr. posted this hours before the group was killed. Okay, gross. Earlier, Ryan tweeted, there has been a shooting on Culbreth Road and the suspect is at large, considered armed and dangerous. We already been over that. He asked the community to follow the UVA emergency Twitter account for updated alerts and for the community to shelter in place. UVA sophomore M. Gunter, 19, told the Times Dispatch that she was in her internal residential college dormitory. Oh, international, sorry. Internal doesn't make any sense. When she heard 6 shots ring out. She said that she can see Culbreth Road from the window. I have no words. Is that because you're an ESL student? Gunther told the Dispatch, this is insane. She told the outlet that she was living in South Virginia in 2007. Yeah, the last time that... oh, that was VTech. Right. Oh, shit. Okay. I knew Virginia got shot up. Mixed up colleges. And that was an Asian kid. Why is she living in the international residential dorms if she was living in South Virginia in 2007? That don't make no sense. If she's there right now, like, dude, she's 19. That happened 15 years. She was 4. How would that ring in her mind? Like, what are you doing? What was happening in 1994? I'm sure there was probably some horrific No, Bill Clinton come on Monica Lewinsky's blue dress by then? I don't fucking remember. Culbreth Road parking garage sits on university's main campus and is a little over 1,000 feet from Madison Hall, the university's president's office, who probably wasn't there. It was 10 o'clock at night on a fucking Sunday, and around 1,500 feet from the rotunda, an iconic building designed by Thomas Jefferson. Did you know Jefferson used to own slaves and the guys who were shot and killed were black? There go racism. Suspect Jones, one of 4 children, is originally from Petersburg, Virginia, according to his profile on Virginia Sports. He studied for 3 years at Varina High School and spent his senior year at Petersburg High School. His profile describes him in glowing terms, of course, because nobody ever thought that he would have, went all fucking postal on everybody. Jones was a member of the National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society, who served as president of the Key Club. So he's a swinger? The fuck? A society for volunteering in the community. Oh, different type of Key Club. My mistake. High school student member of Key Club performed acts of service in their community, such as cleaning up the trash and then taking it out later, collecting clothing, and organizing food drives, the website states. He also learned leadership skills, running meetings, fucking aiming down the sights and all that fucking dumb shit. According to a 2018 Richmond Times Dispatch story, we're trying to get some backstory here, kids. He grew up in the Essex Village, and Mosby Court housing complexes in Richmond. The report states his father left. No, you don't say. The family when Jones was young, and that Jones got into fights at school. What? Oh my... A violent kid from a broken home? You don't say. The shooting is the latest in a wave of gun violence in the United States college and high school campuses in recent years. Yeah, of course, only some of them get the proper amount of spotlight, but as you can see, once again, hey man, all you need to do is just throw in like antidepressants or SSRIs on top of that, and it is legitimately everything else that you've heard from just about every other school shooter that's out there. They come from a broken home, raised from a single mother who was just trying to do their best, and then just, lo and behold, little Tommy just, it has a fucking flips a switch and goes fucking Rambo on his ex-teammates. But no, of course, instead of just wondering, it's like, single mothers do a really shit job of raising kids because we got all of these connections that are out there. No, just get rid of guns because kids are doing fuck shit with guns. Bloodshed has fueled the debate over tighter restrictions to access to guns in the United States, where the Second Amendment to the Constitution guarantees the right to bear arms. How about getting to the root cause of all these problems? No, just get rid of guns. Well, it's in the Constitution. It's like a pesky Constitution. Sunday night's shooting is not the first to have rocked Virginia College campus this year. In February, 2 campus police officers were shot and killed as they responded to reports of a suspicious man near a building housing classrooms. The suspect of the shooting was a former student in the same month. A late night shooting at a hookah bar near Virginia Tech's campus left 1 dead and 4 injured. Just because it's near the campus doesn't mean that it involves the campus. And then yes, April 16th, 2007, I would have been in 11th grade. Fun fact, I don't remember 11th grade at all whatsoever. Actually, I remember falling asleep in math class and still getting a 94% at the end of the year. That's it. I don't remember. I've never done a drink or a drug in my entire life. I don't remember 11th grade. So you could have told me the fucking meteor hit the earth and we went through a ice age in 2007. I don't remember a goddamn thing from that year. Virginia Tech was on the site to one of the worst mass shootings in school history. Oh, there I am making it all about me. Sorry about that. When 23-year-old undergraduate Sung Hyu Choi killed 32 people, injured 17 more, before thankfully deciding to taste the rainbow and pull the trigger. Cho, from South Korea, violence. Used 2 semi-automatic pistols in the mass killings. Oh my god, semi-automatic pistols. Two pistols. 50 at the end of the day, because yeah, he decided to go in for, the ultra kill with just 2 pistols. That's it. Well, he is Asian, so he probably had expert aim. It's just Christ almighty. Yeah, I remember the stories. Like I said, I don't remember going to school, but I remember 2007. It was definitely a year. But I remember when that story broke, and the fact that, yeah, because like that campus was shut down for, a long fucking time. But there was some funny stuff going around that entire situation. Meanwhile, the police in the state of Idaho are investigating a separate incident Monday. Oh, didn't hear about this one. Okay, in which 4 students were found dead in a home near another university campus, believed to be the victims of a homicide. So that just tangentially involves the university, I guess. Upon arrival, officers discovered 4 individuals who were deceased. Police said in a statement, "It is with deep sadness that I share with you the university has notified today the death of 4 university." Oh, at least they're students, okay. Living off campus, believed to be the victims of a homicide. Oh, great. Great, wonderful, fantastic. We got more on that story, so we got some time. And I got the parts, so give me the word and we're ready to start. There we go. We can get rid of that little fucking goofy video. 4 Idaho University students have been found dead in a home near the campus. What police have called suspicious homicides. Officers with Moscow Police Department, yes, comrade, discovered the death of, not that Moscow, when they responded to a report of an unconscious person just before noon, according to a press release in the city. Police have called the deaths suspicious homicides, which generally means killing of one person by another. Oh great, what is it, a death cult or some goofy shit like that? Disgusting. Authorities did not release additional details in the cause of the death. Yeah, it was Russian roulette with a Glock. Police said more information would be shared once the family members were notified of the deaths. I'm sure information of that is probably already out by the time that this is released, because this happened a couple of days ago. But I don't know if I'll, follow up on this, but depending on what the story is going to be on this one, but just got to go in there and bust the whole story that, all of those goofy school shooters, just lonely incels that are out there, and not, that were raised by an ill-equipped single mother who come from a broken home. It's almost like we should fix that system before we start blaming the rest of the world, let alone the United States Constitution. Just a little food for thought, right? So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.